Hey everyone, back again in Trailmakers. I know it's been a while again. Cut me some slack. I've got A levels to do. Pioneers has released on Sandbox. I don't remember if I said anything about the fact that it should be a sandbox map. I have no idea why they didn't release it on Sandbox in the first place. Because that is what. Let's check right now, actually. Like, it's got to be way over 99% of the player base plays sandbox, 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 sandbox. Yeah, you see what I mean? It's all... Okay, you got one campaign there. And you got racing. It literally... Look at that. And they just didn't put it on. It's huge. It's a huge map, and they just didn't put it on. Anyway, enough ranting. I want to get in here right now. Yeah, enemies. Get in here. Look at this. Look at this. They should have done this in the first place. No idea why they didn't. Wait, hang on. Can you... Oh, thank God. Thank God they put the flying tool in. Yeah, anyway, I wanted to come in here today because I wanted to make an infantry fighting vehicle. Well, it's not an infantry fighting vehicle at all. It's a light gun system, but it looks a bit like one. I've been messing around with tanks right now. I made this BTR-80 kind of looking thing. Not really though. Put a bunch of heat shields on the side of it. Why not? But I've been doing. This channel gets enough attention from the Air Force. What about armored units? Got a nice BMP here. So I already got a bunch of small stuff. Why not make something like this, but actually useful in the campaign? So I'm talking like pretty much this, but you have, where are they? There you go, the frog seats. Chuck a bunch of frog seats in there, and also make it amphibious, because why not? Without much further ado, I'm going to get straight into it. Probably explain a couple of things that I'm doing on the way. And yeah, let's get straight into it. So I always start off, if I'm doing any land vehicle, I always start off with the chassis. And I want this to be pretty big, because I want it to like actually fit people in it. How far in do we want this? Too wide. It's probably going to be there then. We have a look at an image. Having an image reference is super duper helpful. Even if you're making from your own mind, you want to, keep a couple of things in mind for what you want to take reference from. Yeah, it's about that wide. Okay. Cool. So yeah, as I said, I just make the chassis. Back wheels are easy because, it's not like scrap mechanics. The hinges, not the hinges, the bearings are done for you with wheels. And then a cool little trick for the front wheels is usually when you're doing any kind of vehicle, if you're copying from something, you want to kind of, try and do the same steering type as what they have in the real world. Because if it's working in the real world, chances are it's probably going to work in game. And probably what is going to be best for it. And you'll see me here chucking down 2 hinges per wheel. And that is because you can get a really pretty looking turn when you have these. You're really going to get 3 there. Actually, we have a 2x6 now. Right, so I got the special steering here, the one I was talking about. And as you'll see, it just makes it so that the wheels look like they're turning on the spot, as opposed to, I'll do an example on the back here. See how much, well, don't worry about how much it's turning, but can you see how it's like almost touching that back wheel there? The front ones, it just looks a lot cleaner. So the way that you do that, for those of you who don't know, most of you probably will, is you have outer pistons, steering hinges, and they're going to be going the normal way, so A to go left, E to go right, but you want to double the angle at which you actually want them to turn, because then these ones are going to be going the opposite way, but the actual way you want to turn. So it like kind of cancels half of this one's motion out, just dragging it back a little bit. I'll get a top-down angle of what's going on, just so that the wheel appears to stay in the same place. I find this helps for steering. It also just looks better, so include that if you What the heck? Okay. When I'm right, when I'm building, right, let's just deal with that really quickly. Where are you going? Cool. Right, anyway. Next thing you want to consider is, because this vehicle, the M1128 especially, is quite high up, you want to have a lot of your mass down. Down, down, down. Because otherwise you're going to be tipping over all the time. So when it comes to land vehicles, especially fighting ones, weight doesn't tend to matter as much as it does in planes. Although it is still a factor to consider, especially when you're using that weight. So, you know, you look at something like Jesus Christ, that's heavy. Yeah, it is heavy. But again, you know, it's not going to affect you that much. Do you know what oh my god, I've just forgotten about suspension. That is mad. That is nuts. I've actually forgotten about suspension. Disregard everything I've been saying because I'm ass and I've forgotten about suspension. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. So yeah, there you go. Now you have suspension on the build. Oh man. A little bit. Yeah, just go max right now. We'll adjust it later. Just so it stays nice and high. Next thing I try and do is decoration around the wheel area. So we recently received some nice new parts in the update. These ones here, these cones, and they fit in quite nicely with these wedges here. And they look super duper nice when you put them together. For example, right here, if I put in, come to the edge or almost the edge? Almost the edge. Oh, sorry, no, to the edge. Just to round that off. Chuck a little rounded piece in there. And that'll serve as my wedge kind of shape, separating the back wheels from the front wheels. And we can use this opportunity to put in a, never mind we can't because it's odd. Just try and get as much room in this thing as possible. So these back wheels don't need to be considered as much. Front ones do. Oh, I took my seat off. A little bit of a frame going on. That'll just serve as the underside for the wheels. And we're going to go ahead, and just like the Rolling Stones, paint it black. Oh, that drives quite nicely already. Right, hopefully nothing will spawn on me now. Colour shading in there. Another cool thing to keep in mind that I like to do is when you're doing the chassis, only come to the edge of the wheel, because I usually find there's actually a lot of decoration happens right after the wheels. Like, especially on this thing. Don't think this is amphibious. Doesn't look very amphibious. No, it's definitely not. There's vents on the side. But again, amphibious vehicles usually have this thing where on the front, they'll have, like the BTR-80 does this, a shape cut just kind of like that, where it'll come up at quite a steep angle. This kind of slope. And then it comes all the way up. Yeah, that is a really, really shallow angle. I guess I could, yeah, I think I'm gonna have to do some like wedge trickery here, just to make that look nice, because it does come out quite far. We need to let go of that entirely. And we need to add steel edges. Oh, this might go wrong. This will be quite the process. Okay. So these have to come all the way up here. This part of it. Oh yeah, stop it. Oh yeah! Oh yes! Oh, it doesn't have to be as long if I do that. Oh yes! I forgot about that. Yeah, sick, sick. Okay, don't need these ones. And these can... So now that's a nicer angle. Yeah, good. Okay. So next thing is over this second wheel here. The whole body takes this kind of straight up approach, but yeah, it starts right at the beginning of the second wheel. I'll hold up a reference image for what I'm talking about, probably circle it as well, but it has like a weird shape in the body. There's a real strange change in elevation, so please work. Oh, thank God. Oh my God, it works. Okay, that's always a... It's always a hard little... like heart in your mouth kind of thing. Yeah, fine. That is actually not bad. Oh, this thing's big. Kind of hope I don't run out of complexity here. Should be fine. Should be fine. Yeah, shaping in scrap mechanics is so much easier because, especially with mods, when you have such a wide range of different lengths of wedges, like you can get 1x20s in some mods. It's super useful. You know, not saying that we should have 1x20s in this game, but it does just make it real simple. Again, you know, if only those two could stick to each other. All my prayers would be answered. All of them. But no, we have to stick something on the side. And I know, I get it, these two go hand in hand, but... could really do with that. Just a bit of ease on the shaping, I guess. Another thing I try to do with my walls of the tank is make sure there's no gaps like these here. Because, you know, even though it is a land vehicle, the aerodynamics do add up. And I'm not trying to make this thing go 100 mile an hour, but just make sure it's as smooth as a ride as possible. Alright, how are we looking now? Nice, pretty nice. Alright, chuck in some plates on the top here. Literally just throw them in. Dude, loving the 2x6. Oh my god, I've used loads of them in here. What an awesome feature. Right, doors time. This is where it usually goes wrong. You usually can't mix piston welding, sorry, that's a scrap mechanic thing. Piston glitching and steering hinge glitching, but we'll give it a shot. We'll give it a try. Right, come on. No, look, it won't fit in. Oh, but it... Oh yeah, it doesn't reset. Auto reset. No, okay. Please. Oh, you git. Never mind. It works. Oh my god. That actually handled that way better than I was expecting. What? Never mind. Oh. What if I had only like 80 degrees on here? Doesn't help, it pulls it back. What's doing that? What is actually doing that? Why is it pushing away like that? What? It's like can you see that? It's like the whole... That is so weird. That is one of the weirdest things I've ever seen. Okay, second door. Nope, not at all. Not having it. Okay. Oh. What is that doing in there? It's this bit here, isn't it? Yeah, okay, good. Oh! It handles 2 doors better than 1. Okay, good. Yes. Oh, that worked so well. Get the seats in here. Get them in. Six is enough. That's cool. We can carry 6 people in here. I mean, if we really wanted to ram them in, then we could chuck them in the middle. Now I want to sort out engine power. This is quite a bit easier on here because it's not a tank. For a tank, I have to do a bunch of stuff with logic because I refuse to use gyros for steering. For this guy, it's not so bad. I don't like using Dragon engines when I'm doing military vehicles. Not anymore, just because they make you bounce about all over the place. And I don't like that. So I just stick to Bulldogs and Raw engines. And you don't really need that. You don't need too many. You just need enough so that you have some sort of speed going on. And yeah, honestly. So reverse slower than we go forward. I will put in one more Raw engine. Oh, what? Why is it not... What the hell? Just that we don't kick backwards. And that's looking good to me. Just enough mobility so that we look believable. But then we have a nice top speed. Yeah, nice. I'm happy with that. Okay, I'm gonna get to the gun now. This is the fun part usually. Especially this thing. The gun is sick on this thing. Really, really cool. So it's on a circle. The horizontal drive is exposed almost. Put that down straight away. And then piston glitch this part in. Be way better. That'll be way better. so much better. Oh, look at that. Look how much better that is. Now we have a bunch of room to work on this thing as well. Oh no, the worst. Oh no. Oh my god. Oh, they always got to ruin it. Oh, they've always got to ruin it. This is probably gonna break now. So, oh, I've just yeah, just realized something else. It's better. There you go. That ain't bad. I think it is a little bit more forward than that. Oh, we can do that. That's now. Oh yeah. No, you can't. Okay. Can't have that. But that should be perfectly fine. Should be nothing wrong with that at all. Nowhere near. Good. And we'll set it real low. Oh. Oh, that sucks. Why is that not a feature? It is left angle 15 and 5 right angle. Tiny little elevation. 5, 15. Should be the same. Yep. Cool. Because the whole turret moves. So let's get a good look at that turret now. It's a little small thing. Gonna be using good old piston extension for boost in my shooting. And if you, there you go, never used this bug before, it is a cheap trick to make your rounds go super far. It's noticeable difference. It's huge. That's like further up. So what I usually do is with these Modern Warfare cannons, there's usually a gas redirector. You can usually turn that into a block, and you can stick your large cannon, which is the one I always use because it has a vertical mount. Chuck him on there. And if you set a 0.03 delay to the gun, the shot will go like... Oh, I've actually had it on the right keybind. Has a huge boost. I think it actually messes with the auto-aiming scale. I think it does. Oh, doesn't matter. We got him. But it's a very cool trick to shoot twice as far. That actually, surprisingly, that looks like it quite a bit. I'm pretty happy with that. For the overall shape. Yeah, that's nice. It's very cool. Right. I'm just going to chuck some decoration on it now. and we'll see what it looks like afterwards. Almost fell over there. That low center of mass with all those weight blocks being down there, that'll definitely help with that. It is a bit high off the vehicle. I might try and do something about that. Yeah, pretty happy with that. Alright, I'm gonna check some decoration right now. Okay. Made some decorations to it. Made it look kind of nice. I'm trying to get a thumbnail up in here. Could do a bit more, I think, for the thumbnail. Relocated the antennas to the back, and you can just push them over with a gun. Added a machine gun to the side. No coaxial on the gun because it was just being annoying. The gun shoots mighty far. It is a little bit quicker. I put in 2 more of those small engines. The gun looks super fancy, super nice. You got the periscope looking things on the front, and then the lights. Lights is gotta press L. Oh my god. Oh my god, no lights on the back, I've just realized. Oh no. I mean, I know that these vehicles don't really have brake lights, but they are sick. So yeah, here it is. Now I say we go give this thing a little test and see what the boss is called. They're called, here's one here. Let's see if we can mess this guy up. Here he is. Oh my god. Oh, the main cannon is really nice though. Yeah, super nice. Oh. Oh no, my machine gun is gone. No, don't tip over. Oh my god. Oh no, do I not have enough elevation? Oh no. I have to get up on here. Come on. Nice. Oh my god. Oh no, am I gonna fuse repair here? Come on, get back up. There you go, there you go. Look at that, use the gun. Oh, double kill. Go! This thing is taking some hits. Probably is how big it is. Go on. Yes. Oh my god, we have taken some hits. There's the last one. Oh, I missed. Oh, it sucks how that's not high enough. That's like... That's as much as the gun is going up. It's not going to go up any higher than that, really. Oh my god. We are grey all over. Come on, hit him. Hit him again. Cool. Should take one more hit after this. Oh my god. Don't shoot yourself. Don't shoot yourself. This is a problem. We are upside down. Come on. Oh my god, look at that. It can tip itself back over. Oh, we just lost something big. Oh, you can ram them. I don't know. Oh my god. This fight is nuts. Oh my god. Get off! These big things are annoying. Oh my god, I'm being hammered now. Yep. This is the end of my days. Missing all my shots. Oh, there goes the turret. Okay, we can still move. We can still move. We can still... Get out! Move! We can still move! We just gotta leave and repair. Oh my god! Get out of here! Okay. I think our main big issue is gonna be... Oh my god, there's a gate over here as well. Oh, we're not having that. Whoops. Oh, okay. That machine gun is really prone to just being shot off entirely. Okay. Let's get back in there. Let's kill that guy real quick. Oh, that machine gun is so useful. I'm gonna have to secure that on with more than I think. Come on, kill one. Oh, two. No way. This gun is actually so nice. Oh, not enough. Oh my god, smacked him in the face. No, the machine gun's gone again! Right, we're going to prepare for this one. What? Hit the thing. There we go.
Get out of here!
There you go. We got it.
Aw, you sure?
I can see us on that. Okay, yeah, that would definitely leave us alive. We'd be very, very safe and happy after that. Yeah, turn this guy to ash. Get the hell out of here. Did take two, but oh my god, my barrel. I just got a sawn off barrel now. That's fine. Look at him. Where's it gone? Yeah, pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with this thing. Can tank hit after hit from these guys, so no problem for the campaign. Maybe you might want to adjust the elevation of the gun somehow. Make it just go that little bit higher, just so that you can shoot the turret. Sorry, the robot guy. One thing I will be doing is securing this on way more firmly. Let's just see. Okay, let's just see if that does help. Oh, here we go. This will be a good test. Let's get this guy out of the way. Long shot. Oh my god, this gun is so nice. Dude. Who needs auto aim? Right, I need you to blast me on the side. Oh my god, a third one. Wrong side, right. Yeah, good. Just keep shooting, keep shooting. What's going on? There we go. Thing was bugging out then. Shoot the gun, shoot the side. Stop ramming. They lit their shoot the gun. Not there, man. Not the gun. Not there. What are they doing? Dementia. They completely forgot about me. You are ass. Oh my god. Hit the gun! Okay, they are hitting it a little bit. Good, good, good. Okay, it's holding up, it's holding up. Yep, it's still good. Shoot with the rock, it's great. Still holding up. Still on, everything's falling off, but this little machine gun is still on. Alright, cool. That's all I needed. That's all I needed. Yeah, I think final note is I did have to kind of scrap the amphibious idea. Oh my god, oh my god. The way that this thing is built is just kind of not meant for There we go. Not meant for amphibiousness. That is so cool. It can tip itself back over. So I've put in those little engines so that if it does get in a little bit of water, then you can push through it. Not really. Never mind, not really. But yeah, no, it's not. It's not great. It'll be enough so that on maps like Treasure Island, or whatever it's called, and Stranded, you'll be able to get between the little areas that are covered in water, where smaller vehicles wouldn't be able to. So yeah, I got a frog. I've just pretty much mashed as many of them in there as possible. I think there's 10. I'm not entirely certain. Look at these geezers over here. Ignore that. Oh, the gun is so nice, though. Ignore that. Oh my god. My aim. There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it there for now. This is a really successful build. Let's repair it so it looks nice. Let me know in the comments if you prefer this style of, like, kind of tips and narration during the building, or if you prefer the fast build and then just getting straight to the actual creation. Lately, those videos haven't been doing so well, so I thought I'd change them up a little bit, see what works. And that is my M1128, or M1128. I don't know how, I've always said 1128. I have no idea, the gun is stuck. I have no idea what the next video is going to be. It might take me a while. After going into June is, oh my god, is when I'll be way more free and I won't have to be like revising and working as much. So I should try and upload a bit more then. But right now it's going to take a little bit longer to push these videos out. So, I thank you for your patience and waiting. Look how far that gun goes. Look how far it goes. Anyway, yeah, I don't know what the next video is going to be. But I will see you then. Goodbye for now. Oh, it's so much fun. I'm going to have a lot of fun with this thing in NPCs.